when the silence came, the day Nigeria mourned Buhari. The news came at dawn, quiet, almost like a whisper carried by the wind across the Nigerian savannah. At first, no one believed it. Former President Muhammadu Buhari, the retired general, the man who once ruled with iron and later governed with restraint, was dead. The country froze. In the stillness of the early hours, it felt like the entire nation exhaled, then held its breath. Radio stations went silent. Television screens flickered to black and white montages. Markets stalled. And from Dora to Lagos, a single question hung heavy in the air. What has Nigeria become without Buhari? It began like any ordinary day in Katsina. The air was dry, the sun golden over the rooftops of Dora. Former President Muhammadu Buhari had long retired to a quiet life after leaving office in 2023. He spent his mornings reading newspapers, tending to his cows, and offering occasional commentary on national issues through brief public statements. He was a man of few words, yet his presence commanded attention. Even in retirement, his influence loomed, discreet yet unmistakable. On the morning of July 12th, his longtime security aide, Yusuf, noticed something unusual. Buhari had not emerged for his morning prayers. The Quran remained untouched on the polished wooden stool by his bedside. Inside the room, the fan hummed softly, curtains fluttered, and the general lay still, unmoving. Medical responders were called instantly, but it was already too late. Cardiac arrest, they said. He died in his sleep peacefully. He was 83. By 7 a.m., the presidential villa in Abuja had been informed. By 7:30, the chief of army staff, the Sultan of Sokoto, and the heads of state security were all briefed. Nigeria's leadership machine moved quickly. They knew the gravity of what had just happened. By 9 a.m., a solemn-faced spokesperson from Aso Rock addressed the nation. With deep sorrow and gratitude to Almighty Allah, we announce the passing of His Excellency, Muhammadu Buhari, former President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The nation staggered. Markets paused trading. Mosques echoed with Quranic recitations. Churches rang solemn bells. Social media flooded with tributes, arguments, and tears. Some mourned a patriot. Others relived wounds from his controversial past. But no one ignored the news. Buhari had shaped Nigeria in war, in peace, and in silence. His death reopened every chapter of his complex legacy. In Dora, thousands gathered. The gates of his compound were overwhelmed with mourners. Men in traditional igbadas